Okay, we are back for another session, and as I was talking to all you beforehand, this should actually be we're approaching the end of this part of the module. There is not a whole lot left of this book.
It feels like this has gone on much faster than the last act.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, it's because a lot of this act is travel time.
Well,
And also I altered a lot of the massive encounters, like the big army encounters, to be solo acts for a lot of you.
Okay.
Explosion.
What about an explosion?
Massive explosion.
Massive explosion.
Artillery.
Understood.
So what I'm hearing is we need to give Floop a Magitech armor.
No. That's not going to be enough for him.
I need a feat to drive that. I mean, I have.
Yeah. We all need feats to drive those things.
None of us are the specific archetype for Cavalier to drive Magitech.
Or Chocobo Knight. I could have been a Magitech Knight.
Yeah.
How much skill would it cost to buy a Metal Gear?
More than we have.
Damn.
I mean, you could
No
always.
flume in the Metal Gear.
There's nothing stopping you from raiding the treasury in Dresden.
well,
True.
see, yeah, but we can give that back to the people.
Mhm.
We're good, honest heroes. We're not here for personal gain. What are you talking about? That sounds like mercenary behavior. We are heroes of the realm. What are you talking about?
Looks like the gaggle. Looks at the gaggle of mercenaries you just recruited.
You do have to pay them.
They do have to get paid.
Well, to be fair, at the second, we're paying them and not being killed by us. So
True.
I'm just saying.
You're paying them an exposure or lack of exposure to your blade.
That's their wage at the second. But I do believe it is a assumption that they'll get paid eventually. But I'm pretty sure when it's the alternative is getting slaughtered by Angel and Wisteria, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, just stick Floop on them.
I'm pretty sure they were like, yeah, no, fuck that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we can always get a train. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Probably getting paid, like, they're getting fed, they're getting, essentially lodging.
You basically force conscripted them.
They probably took their wage from the loot while we were moving the bodies.
Hmm.
Well then, let's begin the session. So, reminder from where we were last time. You all had just ironed out the tactical plan for the siege, and that is that you and the army are going to split ways. They are going to set up an artillery deployment across the ridge to start bombarding the city and siege it from one side while you all sneak in from the other side. You will be making a stop by some ruins on the way, as you have a map saying that there is a supply cache there. Though, reminder, as I did say last time when the mercenaries handed the map over, that the ruins have a skull next to it, so indicating some form of danger. So keep that in mind. And Erebeth did mention that it has to do with the sword that Frederick is carrying.
We laugh in the face of danger, and then somebody nearly dies, and then we scream.
Frederick has slowly been recovering. And right now you are still traveling with the army for another 2 or 3 days. If anyone needs to get any supplies or work done on their equipment.
I think we had like 3 days on the cloak, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was Alice and Flume were about to start
Gun training.
messing around with crafting.
This is true. Yes, you also were going to do that. So I take it you two want to start with the messing around with crafting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flumph needs his stuff sooner than Eloise needs his.
And remember, you do have the crafting god and expert.
We do have Geralt with us, yes.
He is still in debt because he is still drinking.
And that's his own fault.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
I lost connection to the server for a second.
Oh.
It went away, so I think I'm good now. Ooh, that's concerning. Okay, let's continue on.
All right.
Oh, I also just lost connection. Attempting to reestablish. Okay, back.
Okay,
Well
so
then.
I hope that's not a sign for things to come.
I tried to move my token and
Oh,
it's not moving, and I see 2 copies of my.
I was about to say, one of us should probably ask Voss to see if.
Nope,
see if he's
there he
Oh,
goes.
no.
Boss is gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Okay, he'll be right back.
Oh,
The
Would you like to share
Dude,
what just
I-
happened?
Okay, so my Wi-Fi, I was talking to you guys and none of you were responding. And then
I noticed you're
look,
strangely quiet. Yeah.
yeah, and then I look at Discord and it's just like, that's red, not green down in the connected section. That's weird. And then
Huh.
I'm like, this doesn't bode well. This crew isn't that quiet normally.
No.
So
No, we are
and
not.
then it cuts out, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm sitting over here checking all my various internet connections and shit, and I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Picking up with my ISP.
Everyone started dropping from the founder, and I'm like thinking to myself, "Hey, Voss hasn't said anything," and then I just see you drop from call.
Disconnected immediately.
As Liz was saying that, I'm looking over. I'm like, I'm wondering, and then I just see your icon disappear. I'm like, ah.
There, I put what I'm gonna do inside chat, by the way.
Okay. Give me a second. Reading it off. Yeah,
Yes,
Frederick is still recovering. Like he's like recovering from the effects of de-aging and coming back from near death.
Yeah.
So he's kind of lethargic right now.
That kind of spiritual, physical, and mental trauma does shit to a guy.
So cutting back to Eloise and Professor Floop. As you come up to the master craftsman, he just looks at you all and is like, okay, you got more work for me?
yeah.
Something like that.
Well, we need supplies to be able to work on the go.
What kind of kits do you need? Like, are you looking at doing leather working, metal working, enchanting?
Well, I'm going to be crafting some wondrous items.
And how about you?
For now, it's mainly going to be assistance, but I am looking for any alchemical tools. That would help a lot.
He gives you a nod. Can't really help you much with the alchemical tools. In terms of the supplies to make those magical wondrous items you're looking for.
Well,
Think I got something.
all right.
Kind of goes digging around and pulls out a bag and hands it to you. It does have some noticeable weight to it.
Okay, let me take that.
Sorry, I don't have any upper body strength.
I don't blame you. I'm
Yeah.
honestly struggling a little bit here, even with the belt on. Okay,
As I'm guessing you drop it.
Alois is just going to like do his best to like put it down. He's like bending his knees to put it down. He's not bending his back for it.
Fair enough. You hear it land with an audible thunk, even when you're just gently setting it down. Yeah, a lot of those tools can weigh a bit for those who aren't used to them,
Yeah, you don't say.
but it should be everything you need to get started on the basics. You want advanced tools, you're gonna have to pay for them.
That or try and craft them ourselves.
Ha! He kind of gives you a slap on the back. That's the spirit. Gotta start crafting so I don't have to do it for all of you hero types. The other ones already got me busy enough with their weird shenanigans.
Yes, I'm sure that whomever you're referring to must be quite a good customer.
Are they? I barely get paid.
Is that
But I get paid in
really-
this. And you just hear
is
him.
that
You see
really
him,
their fault? Oh,
you see
there
him
he
downing
goes,
another
okay.
bottle.
oh, okay.
I see what you're saying, Floop.
That's not, I don't think this habit is very healthy for you.
It's healthy enough for me. And he goes down another bottle.
Alice is just going to like place a hand on Floom's head because he's too short to put it on his shoulder. Some are unfortunately beyond saving.
Yes, but it would seem so.
This one especially.
Well,
I'll
If you want,
have this
as
to the
he
card.
as he stops drinking, if you're looking for alchemical tools, I'd say check back over at the alchemist. They might have some basic stuff that you could use. They could lend to you.
Thank you. I'll go and check when I can. And Alice is going to.
You want it? Yeah, give me a
Slowly
strength check.
No. If you're gonna make him do a strength check before then, he's gonna cast a spell.
Go right ahead. I will
Hang
like to
on.
let it be known you brought this upon yourself.
Oh, I know. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay, so you get a +4 to your strength.
All right. That's more like it. All right. All right, now you want me to do a strength check?
Yep.
Okay. I need to open up my character sheet again because this is the server crashing before.
Yeah.
Okay. Attributes. Strength.
Glitch, what the fuck did you just post again?
Don't worry.
That's a 21 because of the +4. Or
Yep.
no, wait.
Either way, you passed the check.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
as you cast the spell on yourself, you feel the bag become a lot lighter, and you're not struggling nearly as much, though it is still noticeably heavy. It still does take 2 hands.
did we get a rest in?
This is part of the rest phase. So by the time you all get to you split off, you'll have full stats again.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I was just gonna hit the rest button.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You do make a good point.
I
Yeah.
need my spells.
Yeah. That's fair. But Alois is going to just heft the bag over to the party's cart. So that we can get shit set up.
Angel, question for you. Are you like sitting on a bench right now?
Probably.
As you're sitting on the bench, you suddenly find yourself falling a little bit. As you take a look, you notice one of the rocks appears to just like have suddenly lowered itself deeper into the ground. You do not know why.
Oh, I hate when that
Huh.
happens. When you're falling, when you're half asleep, but you suddenly feel like you're falling, so you try to catch yourself when you're not falling.
Yep.
Hmm.
I spent some time making sure that the bench is settled.
You notice that it
Totally,
looks like there's no explainable reason why the rock
Uh-huh.
is suddenly smaller.
I'm sure there's no explainable reason. I'm sure
You think rocks
that the
just
bench is
shrink.
always. I'm sure you know this bench was always this way. I just sat on it wrong.
I don't know if
So,
that's an ins check or a whiz check, to be perfectly honest.
It's a -1 either way.
No.
I think you made the base DC at least.
Here's the thing: you think rocks just randomly shrink sometimes.
It's
Oh.
called erosion,
No.
obviously.
Oh no.
I'm just real strong. I just sat real good, and that crushed one of the rocks.
Yeah. Oh no.
I may know what a gun is, but I do not know your rock magic. Erosion? Is that a seasoning?
No, you're thinking of oregano.
Is that a drug?
Oh, he's just walking past Angel as he is looking at the bench. Everything okay there?
You just kind of look back at the bench, and just kind of shrug a bit before pushing some dirt under the bench. Like, obviously he's trying to get it to be level.
Hmm. Well, if everything's fine over here.
When he sees you just struggling to lift the thing, he'll walk over.
No, I put this burden on myself. You don't need help.
Kind of giving like an awkward oh, all right. We're going to city back down.
Just enjoy your break.
This is the first cart-like object I could find on the map, so that's why I made the distance.
Yeah, as I said, there are 2 carts on the map you can use.
Yeah, this one has a shopkeeper, though.
Yeah, this one is yours.
Okay.
You see there's already some boxes stacked near it that have standard provisions: food, water.
Oh, seems like they set us up with some food stock. That's good.
I did do an off-screen buy while we were in camp one day, and I did purchase some rope. So, you know, DM.
Yes,
Good
the
idea.
rope is in your inventory.
Good. I bought some silk rope because I needed
The rope
that
trick. Yeah.
for rope trick.
Look, we don't need to know what you need the rope for, my friend.
Hey. It's so we can sleep peacefully at night.
Yeah.
Top sign.
Anyway.
After arriving at the sorry. I'm sorry. After arriving at the cart, Eloise is going to start unloading everything, so that way he and Flume can set up the makeshift traveling crafting setup that we've all got. If you don't mind double checking over this, I'm gonna go and see about those alchemical tools.
Of course.
This is going to just do
Actually,
a quick jog over.
You just pass the actual alchemists.
Oh, okay.
The
I
border.
thought. Yeah. Okay.
He used general supplies. You see the alchemist going through the list of potions and ingredients he has. Where he sees you. Ah, if it isn't one of the heroes from the big bridge, how can I help you today?
Yes. My companions and I are going to be traveling separately, and we would like to gather supplies in case we need to make items on the road. You wouldn't happen to have a spare set of alchemical tools, would you?
I have a few spare set. I have a spare set lying around. Nothing too fancy. You're not gonna be making elixirs or high elixirs or anything. But you're gonna make some be able to make some basic potions, keep you all on your feet.
That'll help just fine. Thank you.
You see him go through like the tent and come out with like a small bag of like some vials, a small set of like scissors and stuff to cut herbs, and
some and a portable alembic.
a portable Olympic.
Ellie's just sighs for a moment as he lifts it up. Okay, I've got this.
Don't worry, builds character.
Yep.
Angel is just
Definitely
watching
not
this
any
go
kind
down.
of hubris.
Yeah, you just watch to make sure you don't hurt yourself.
You think
He's doing just fine.
So, Angel, you now have the thought. Squat day.
Kind of rubs his chin, a little bit like, maybe we all need leg day.
Oh no. What are you doing?
You're all turning into gym bros.
Turning
Oh,
into gym bros? Thank you very much.
No. Everyone...
Angel is already a gym bro.
Elise will heft the portable alembic onto the cart as well. Okay. I think that's everything, right?
Yes. I'm just organizing everything. Stock. Also, keeping stock of what we've been supplied with, so we have an idea of what we're doing.
Right. If we're going to be working on all this, we should look for... We should think about getting any magical items that could help with our crafting abilities as well. Maybe we should check with the merchant, see if he might have anything that could help. No.
Well, you can look over there. I need to organize things here still.
Very well, I'll go and check for you. And he will give a bow.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Alice is going to once again pass by in the general area that Ainsel is.
I'm just chilling on my bench.
Mm-hmm.
You're not struggling this time, so you
Exactly.
Angel, you
On my
also now
bench.
feel something like there's something in your boot.
Oh, what? His?
There's a snake in my
Nope.
boot. How big's the pebble in my boot?
It's about the size.
I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's what it is.
It's about the size of a small marble.
Damn. Rocky ground today. He's just gonna dump it out. Still completely unaware of anything being wrong.
Oh,
You brought this
no.
upon yourself.
Oh no.
He has not noticed. He's just a fun-loving guy.
Ainsel's not made the correlation.
There is not a single thought in his head about this.
Oh no.
I have a song I want to put on, but I don't know if it would fit properly. It is from Final
Oh my
Fantasy
God.
15.
Oh no. Anyway, Alois is going to talk to the general merchant. Hello, good sir.
Hello. Are you looking for some good wares today?
Potentially something that is wearable, yes. He gives a little smirk at that.
Think you're funny?
Oh, I'm hilarious.
You kind of you glare. Oh, funny man, what are you looking for today? You got some nice shoes. He pulls out a big pair of yellow shoes.
I don't know why, but I feel like I've seen someone wearing these before. Nah, no one would be ridiculous enough to wear shoes that oversized.
So,
But no. You wouldn't happen to have any tools that might assist with crafting? Perhaps a good pair of gloves or spectacles that it could help with magnifying, so that we can see the fine details.
yes, second. I'm checking prices on those.
So, like, specifically the magic item that, in terms of gloves, that Alois is looking for would be gloves of elven kind.
I'm guessing the spectacles you're talking about is the crafter's eyepiece.
Sure, let's go with that. I definitely wasn't just talking out my ass.
I will say. Okay, I'm just checking. Give me a second. Okay, and what were the you said the gloves of crafting?
Gloves of elven kind. It's a Pathfinder 1E item.
Yep. Pulling up the costs now.
It's 7,500.
Kind of like rubs his chin a little bit. I got a fancy pair of gloves that are pretty good for crafting, but they'll run you a pretty penny. They're gonna be about, since I only have a few, I only have a single pair of them. It's gonna be 8,500.
Alois will take in a bit of a deeper breath as he realizes, crap, that's over my budget. But it is something that would be very useful for the professor when it comes to the future crafting. If you wouldn't mind holding for a moment.
Sure. But as for the other thing, though, before you go, the eyepiece. We have this small little eyepiece. It's not really anything too fancy. It's only about 80.
I'll take that for now. I might come back very soon, though, for the gloves, depending on how things go.
As for the eyepiece, it gives you a +1 to crafting and some bonuses to repairing items.
Okay. Just give me the description later.
Will do. I'm DMing it to you now.
Okay. And Alois is going to once again pass by Ainsel. Hi, Ainsel.
Do a little wave.
As he makes his way back over to the professor.
Ansel, you have found rocks in your soup. I'm kidding.
Oaf is hanging halfway into the wagon, feet kicking it while he's organizing.
Professor.
Yes.
First of all, he holds out the eyepiece. This might help a bit. It will help with seeing the finer details.
Oh, this is jeweler's glass.
Now, I did also find that the merchant back there has a pair of gloves of elven kind.
Oh,
However, he is selling it over my budget currently.
well,
8,500 gil. And I have 7,000. Roughly 7,000 on hand. I can't open my sheet. There we go.
well, it would be useful, wouldn't it?
Yes.
They also would be able to help me if I'm being attacked and I wanted to cast spells to protect myself.
Yes. I'd be willing to give you the gloves. I just want, if anything, I would need a bit more gil to pay for them.
Oh yes, I have plenty. I could even afford them myself. But if we're both going to be working, maybe on crafting things, we could probably swap the gloves between ourselves.
If you wouldn't mind that.
Yes, we could split the fee. We could split the fee evenly. How much did you say they were selling for?
Since he doesn't have many on hand, he's selling them an extra 1,000 above market price, so 8,500.
Oh yes. Hold on a second.
Floop crawls all the way into the wagon so he can sit down and pull out his satchel and count out the gil.
Here you go. 4,000.
4,250 would split evenly.
Here you go. Yes.
All right. I will be right back with them. And he's just going to let the professor hold on to the eyepiece for now. All right. Well, he's then going to, once again, pass by Ainzel. Hello again, Ainzel.
He waves.
The bench is sunk lower. Angel has not noticed.
And Alois is then going to run up to the merchant. All right. Here you go.
So he takes he counts it out and makes sure everything looks good. Here you go. Here's your nice pair of gloves. He hands them over to you. Is there anything else you'll be needing today?
No, that should do it. Thank you.
He gives a nod. If you think of anything before, make sure you come see me. Or if you have any special orders, you should place them now.
Yes, I will consider that next time that we meet. And Alois will give a light bow before heading back to the professor.
As you pass by the professor and up to the professor and Ansel, also the three of you do notice that there's a crowd gathering around the medical tent, specifically the one you all know where Frederick is.
Oh my.
That's something to worry about usually.
Make our way over.
Right, you are still in debt.
I am.
Oh.
Yeah,
You're in debt.
and that to me.
By the way, the bench is sunken lower.
I'm getting up to go walk over to the tent.
Yeah, the crowd's just kind of all gathering, trying to see if they can look at. Is he okay? You hear them all just like mumbling. Like I'll ask if Frederick's okay. They're all just curious about his current condition.
Is something wrong?
They all stop, kind of turning, looking. No, sirs.
Well,
Why are you all gathered outside of Frederick's tent?
One of the soldiers kind of rubs like the back of his head. Well, we all haven't seen him for a few days, and well, we heard that he got injured badly during the battle, so we were just curious to see if he was okay.
oh, what? How kind of you. That quite lovely indeed.
Well, I'm sure Frederick would be very happy to know that his fellows are worried and concerned for his well-being. He does need his rest.
Of course, sir. Come on, everyone. Let's get the train before Wisteria tries to whip us back into shape. Right, and they all go running off to go do various tasks around camp.
Meanwhile, Wisteria is just over there, or his aura surging as he
Oh, yeah.
senses
They
slackers.
he can feel his ears burning.
His horns, yes.
Yes,
Ori don't have ears.
this is true.
They listen for their horns.
The horns are on fire.
They're glowing with an awesome power.
No, we're not doing the speech.
I'm glad to hear that it's nothing serious. People are just worried.
I'll give it a little nod.
It's quite something, though. Frederick's really made a name for himself amongst the troops.
I'm glad for him. It's quite a lot to take in, though, considering, well, he nearly died. And that spell that aged him rapidly, is it odd that I expected it to take longer for him to reach that age?
Well, I'm not really sure on how the spell works. From what I believe it was.
Hey, I'm just gonna roll a quick skill check to know that was blue magic.
Go right ahead. Depending on your roll, I will let you know how much you know about blue magic. Okay, so you know that it was blue magic. You know that it is a magic that of not arcane or divine nature. You know that it is something that is imitating the creatures of the world.
Well, I can tell you it wasn't divine or arcana, it was blue magic, imitating some creature's natural ability. So, and if
What was the
Hmm.
checks for Angel to know?
Is blue magic blue raspberry flavored?
You believe it is.
well, but so the issue with blue magic is that we'd need to know what the creature was to really know if the effects were something we should be worried about, if it was naturally fast, if the creature could naturally age a creature very fast, or if we should be, or if this is something we should worry about for Frederick's sake.
Yes, that's... I have heard of blue magic. There's been a bunch of talk in Ulta about this one show called the Masked Carnival. There's apparently blue magic's used there. I've heard of blue magic. I know of it. And I haven't heard of this particular one, but I suspect it wouldn't be too difficult to understand what creature could cause it.
Well, we'd have to look into a bestiary, I'd assume.
I would say also remember you two are aware that Gilgamesh is someone who wanders the void, so you can make a reasonable assumption based on that knowledge.
But if it's void, if he is a wanderer of the void, it's mostly possible that it would be a void creature, maybe.
I've never heard of a void scent that could age someone, though. Is it really truly the void that he's traversing, or is it something else?
Well, all I really know is that he's an outsider to our realm, but he has traversed quite a bit of it while he was here. And who's to say what other realms there are beyond our own that he's wandered into?
True. I apologize. It's just I can't help but be worried. If that was some form of time magic that aged him, because it seems to have the same. It seems to have a similar root in where chronomancy comes from.
Yes, yes. Well,
The specific spell, at least.
well, we do have an expert on outsiders and void in our group. We could probably talk to Asteria.
Syria, yes.
Yes. Unless Ainsel knows something.
Looks to
Looks at Ainsel. It's not that
Just
we
kinda
doubt your
staring
knowledge.
back at you.
It's not that we doubt your knowledge. It's just that we know that Wisteria is also more informed.
Angel's just gonna kind of shrug.
So, do you know anything about the creatures of the void?
Would
Why?
I mean, you've established that you and your family are demon hunters, which would be adjacent to void scent.
Yeah. Yeah, so we should full
True.
well. That should be common knowledge for us, if
Yes.
anything.
Yeah, so I don't
Mhm.
think you'd roll on it. So you know a bit.
He'll kind of like, scratch his chin a bit. I know some, but my brother likely knows more. After all, most of my studies were in other fields.
You know how to kill them. You don't know about them.
What's your int score again?
Eh, 8?
No, you actually know more.
Oh right.
Yeah, but
Wait,
by-
so you're it
by-
worse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
By our power, if we get both of us in the same room together, we can rub our brain cells together, and we might know a bit about them.
So
We're
the
very-
knowledge skill that this would be is planes, I believe.
Yes.
Let's see. Do I have good planes?
I forget. Do you have like books or
no.
stuff from the family?
Not with us. I mean, I do, but it's technique books.
I can roll planes. I have a skill point in planes. I have a +0 in it.
Fun fact: Alois has a +10. I think he's got you both beat.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got
probably.
a +8 in planes. The only reason I'm not rolling it is because I would have never gone out of my way to research voidkin abilities.
The
You know
the
what?
only specifics with Voidkin would be the kind that he would have fought in his own work as an adventurer, but I don't think he would have met any of the Void Scent that could do that level of magic.
Yeah.
I would like to
I can-
point
I
out
can
that
roll
Ansel
planes.
Wisteria, you two are basically Trevor Belmont.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
You're supposed to have all this knowledge, yet it's all buried somewhere.
Hey,
if you-
I
if
have
you
other
really-
skills.
What are we
If-
going
if
to do,
you-
Alucard?
If you really want GM, because we're not really worrying about carry weight, I could swap around my strength and my int, which wouldn't help me much, but I could put a point or two into planes and I'd be slightly smarter than Hazel.
I mean, we've already established you're smarter than Ansel. That's the funny
I
thing.
think
All
so.
right.
No, I just have weird lapses in knowledge. Like I know what a gun is, but like
No. The issue is that
Blue magic
Wisteria is a
is
lot better at pretending to be smart than Ansel is.
Angel's not trying to pretend to be smart. That's not his job. His job is this and
His job
nothing
is-
else.
Wisteria is
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
it's a nat 1 and it's like 21.
Okay, because I got more skill points out of this, I put them all into planes. I am now actually educated in planes.
Okay. I was going to say, you're supposed to be able to be good at pretending to be smart. You're supposed to be the next leader, right?
Yeah. hmm Remember, now that I have a 9 in intelligence, I'm just a little slow, but I'm not very learned. But I'll tell
Someday-
you one thing. It may take me a little longer to read, but I'll tell you what, I'm a little smarter than this guy.
The professor and Eloise are going to need to sit both of you down at some point for general knowledge.
You might, hey, when you hit those extra 20 levels of class, extra 20 class levels, you might want to put 1 or 2 of those points into
Become
intelligence.
Gigabrain.
Oh, don't worry, I'll
Well,
try it.
Actually,
wait,
when we
no.
get to those levels, I believe our intelligence will actually increase automatically.
Yes, it will. But also, hear me out. We can also just get them headbands that will improve their intelligence.
No, I
No.
think that'll be too powerful.
I need a headband that increases my intimidation. Because I'm not here to be smart, I'm here to be confident.
Oh, we need one of those Pathfinder injections that will make you smarter.
Are
With the
you
chance of
macro?
crippling
Are
your
you deciding to drug me?
No.
No,
Oh,
we're,
no,
we never
definitely not.
do it against your will. We trick you into doing it because you're stupid.
Damn.
You know I have points in sense motive, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but do you have enough to beat my sleight of hand?
But do you have enough to be? But do you have enough knowledge to get past my wall of text?
I have enough knowledge not to take random drugs.
It's true. By the way, as this is
We're
going,
not gonna Algernon you, don't worry.
as this is going on, also, Eloise, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Brother, you asked for target practice. You
Oh,
see her you're having the most evil looking sinister smile.
oh, well, of course, Adon. He
Floofin
isn't
Ainsel-
even phased.
Yep, Floof and Ainsel, you have a chill up your spines.
I mean, do I?
You know, you want to roll would this be intelligence or perception? Just sense the bloodlust coming off of her.
Oh no, he noticed. He notices. He just doesn't care.
True, we have a
Because
step.
this is training.
Exactly.
He respects the grind.
Are you going to join to learn how to shoot a gun?
No,
A skill's a skill.
no, I like being in melee.
There you go. Yeah, so at least you are being dragged off for gun training.
Oh, okay. I just imagine she somehow is dragging him by the scruff of his
Yep.
shirt.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening.
He's just not even fighting it. He's just being dragged.
Well, I guess I'll go back to organizing the wagon.
But Sarah, are you still in the woods training?
I mean, I've been working with the army as well as training, generally speaking, as my downtime activities.
Okay.
So, you know,
So the
it
soldier.
doesn't necessarily matter.
I will say, I'm trying to remember what we decided was. Was it diplomacy for inspiration? I think that's what we said.
I mean, I'm not necessarily like inspiring the troops right now.
Oh,
I'm more or less just keeping them informed.
This is true, but at this point, also, you all have kind of built up a reputation for yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'll roll something if you want me to.
Yeah, give me a diplomacy roll. This is just for like back end stuff or stuff I'm deciding.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so yeah.
29.
Inspired by the stories they've already, like, the soldiers have already heard about you and even seen your actions on the battlefield with Ainsel, they are motivated to try to reach even further heights in their training. Okay, so Eloise, you are getting gun training. Yep.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? I just looked at both of those pictures. I have a question. Is Ansel just now bald underneath all of his gear?
No, it's the bod we're going for.
Okay. Does anyone have anything else they would like to do during this down period in training? Or have we established all supplies you wanted to buy?
I don't until I get that fucking cloak back.
Yeah, the artisans, I'm
just saying.
assuming at some point during the day you do stop by and see the progress on the cloak.
I mean, I would check up in on it after 3 days.
Yeah.
When they told me that it would be done. I'm not gonna pester them until then because that'd be fucking rude.
Fair enough.
Especially because they're doing it for free.
Yeah. You trust them to do their job. They are artisans. They are masters of the craft. Okay, then.
Oh.
So, with that all established, then, as everyone is now off on their own, doing their trainings, doing their... There you go.
How many days do I have? It's going to take me 13 and a half to make my magic item.
Let's see. It is going to take about... getting to here, I'm going to say... It is, with the army size and the magitech and everything else, it's going to take about a week.
Okay.
So 7 days.
7 days.
All right. I need one more week to get really neat, to be upping my abilities.
Yes.
Yes.
We also need to be making the skill checks.
That you only need one skill check at the end, if I thought.
Is it?
Yeah.
At least that's
So-
what I did with the revolver back in the original Pathfinder campaign.
Yeah.
It's
you just
been
need
too
to keep-
long.
You need to
Too
keep
long.
track of the days, and then at the end you do the skill check. And I think if you fail by, what? How much is the failure by? If you fail by too much, it turns into a cursed item. I think.
Give me a second. I'm double checking those rules myself.
I got it open right now. Let me double check. See. Fail by this check by 5 or more, and it's a cursed item. Yep.
Okay.
But I have some stuff that I could do to increase my odds. Well, aside from the gloves of alien kind, are you gonna put that on your sheet, or should I just keep it on my sheet and then we'll swap it like downtime crafting while I'll use it for like combat?
I already have it on my sheet, but I can toss it over to yours if you want.
Yeah, keep it. Well,
Okay.
Yeah, you could juggle it around for since you two are going to be sharing it.
I mean, we already know what the bonus is,
Exactly.
I'll just I have my.
but I think you will benefit more from having them on currently because the concentration checks.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Okay. That in mind.
It's there. I'll just toss them over to you for now.
Yep. So with that in mind, we are You have all approached the agreed upon point now, where you and the army are going to split up.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're not making a lot of fanfare. So right now, it's just gonna be all of you and Erebeth and of course Sir Frederick recovered, still somewhat recovering, but he's better than he was. All at the cart. So let me see. I'm just moving everyone over to the cart. Give me a second. Finding you all scattered around here. It's like I'm herding cats.
How dare.
I think I got everyone.
There's a very noble bird right there, not a cat.
Is Umbra pulling
Also-
the cart?
I assumed so.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't having a specific chocobo for it. Pulling the cart was beneath Umbra.
No, she works for her meals.
Fair enough. Yeah. So as you all are making the finishing preparations, and Nevia and Erebeth are come up to you all. This is where we split up. I'm sorry for the lack of fanfare. Just if we want a sneak attack to work, it does help to keep it down to a minimum that you all have left.
No worries.
But that does raise a question. Erebeth looks over to Frederick and then back, kind of glances at Wisteria, as well as Angel. Are you sure you want to take everyone with you?
She's talking about the mercenaries specifically, right?
No, she's talking about Frederick.
Oh, okay.
he did-
Frederick as well. Oh, yeah. That's actually a really good question, but I think it's warranted.
Well,
Unless anyone else wants to jump in, I'm willing to reply.
Yeah, no.
Go
no,
ahead.
We probably need him because well, he's important for story reasons. He's the one who uses the sword.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
got Radiant, don't forget.
we
Then,
have no reason to deny him.
Yeah, I'll walk forward as I'm like, well, regardless, it seems that the sword that he carries would be important to our first stop. And no matter what, I don't think it's necessarily our choice. So he looks over at Frederick.
You see
It's
him.
yours. If you would like to come with us, you're more than welcome to.
I've started this. I will see it through. You see, he's kind of a little shaky still, but he's definitely way better than he was when you all first brought him back to camp. And you see him kind of like gripping the sword. And she gives a nod. As for the mercenaries you all recruited, do you want to bring them with? Are you going to bring them with you, or do you want them to join us? Kind of help put up a smoke screen that you all are still here.
I believe personally that the added manpower would help, especially with doing a two-frontal strike once we meet back up. But
those mercenaries are loyal to you. That decision is up to you.
I'm gonna look back at everyone else.
I'm fine with it, though. It'll give them a chance to earn their bread, as it were.
So, any other opinions?
Any other opinions on the mercenaries, guys?
Hansel Flume.
well, I don't really know a lot about warfare, so I'm not really comfortable saying my opinions on things because I don't really have one to make. You know?
Understood. It's hard to weigh in when you don't have as much knowledge.
Is Angel even going to give his opinion on this?
Like I said, I said before, he doesn't have an opinion on it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. He'll nod, he'll look over. Well, it was my idea that they would join us in the first place. I think it would do us well to be able to attack the main target from both sides. And at the very least, I would think that they wouldn't expect us to divert our forces like this. And since we weren't really expecting them to be here in the first place, it doesn't exactly harm you at all for them to come with us. So I don't see the problem with it myself. Maybe even we could recruit even more on the way.
We did luck out by getting this bunch. It's true.
How many mercenaries did we get, by the way? Like, what's our rough manpower?
I said it was a full squad, so I will give it as.
Well, a squad is like 6 people.
No, I said it was more
Not necessarily.
than It depends on what we're talking about, like in terms of how we can
What's that?
define a squad. Everything
Yeah,
medieval
so
or modern terms.
a squad could be up to like 14 people.
Yeah, I'd say
I guess.
it's we're talking about medieval versus modern forces. Modern squads are a lot smaller.
Sure.
Mhm.
Well, no, even a modern like military squad could be like 6 to 12 people typically.
A military squadron, 50 to 300 personnel.
That's a squadron, yeah. But for this though, we're just gonna go with 20, so it's reasonable.
Okay.
Oh, so we just have a couple of guys. Okay, well that's like nothing. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a full fucking army.
Okay. Yeah. Then it really doesn't matter. They're just a defensive force.
Yeah.
Like to guard our supplies.
Basically, they're there to guard your supplies, and when you start the siege, they're gonna help you break in.
Yeah.
Sure. That's whatever. That's fine. Yeah. No. I'm not pressed about it at all. Yeah. No.
It's our own little small strike force.
Sure. Yeah. They probably won't notice us even if we bring them. Realistically, it's like 20 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The army's big
important-
enough because they didn't suffer a whole bunch of casualties.
The one thing I should bring up is that I can't fit them all in the rope trick.
Even the mercenaries
tell-
kind of looking at you like the rope trick.
Yes, I can only fit about. Let's see,
Pulls out book, looks in book.
8 creatures.
Okay.
Well, it's not as if they won't be without tents or their own camping supplies.
We have the leader of the mercenaries kind of steps forward. We have roughed it before. We've definitely been with much less kind groups. Kind of just you see them kind of grimacing, remembering the experience they just had with the cultists. That's the cultists didn't even know what a good bed. Wouldn't even know what a good bed was if it bit them.
We'll do our best to treat you well.
Maybe they kind of give a nod, and they always kind of stand more formally and give a salute to you all.
Alois will salute back to them.
Well, one of you decide to take up the role of general. Kidding. I'm kidding.
Unless. Reminder that Alois is Chocobo Knight class is tactician.
This is true. This is true.
But yeah, I'll look over at him and go, we're ready to set out whenever you give the order. We'll get done with our task as soon as we can, but I'm sure it'll take longer for you to reach the target by
It's
the
probably
time we manage to.
She's not. It's probably going to take us about 2 or 3 weeks to get to that position. So
We'll see what we can do in the meantime.
When you get to the chapel, you might want to hold up there for a bit before you start heading over. Just so we can try to line up the meeting. We can keep in relative contact with the link pearls, but we don't know if the enemies themselves can intercept it, so we should keep the transmissions brief. Try to brief transmission around dusk each day.
That sounds doable.
When we reach the it's a chapel, right?
It's a chapel.
Okay. When we reach the chapel, we'll hold up there for the time being, and we will scout out periodically and try and attack any transport caravans they have coming in. At the very least, then they'll be mildly fatigued trade-wise. It should make it easier to assault them afterwards.
It should. Arbeth nods. It'll also start to draw their attention and give time for our army to sneak up and start laying siege before you all attack.
We'll do mild hit-and-run tactics. for the time being and be as big of a nuisance as we physically can until you've given us the word.
Oh, if they haven't already, I think they've learned to fear your brother's hammer.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Many
So not-
survivors, at least.
I'm just polishing it.
And we'll
Getting
see.
a nice shine.
And hopefully the next time we see each other, we'll be celebrating another victory.
He nods. Again, whenever you're ready to give the order, we'll set up.
Don't need to wait for me. Set out whenever you feel the time is right, whether it be now or under the cover of darkness. That decision is up to you.
Hold
I
on.
just wish you all luck.
Out of curiosity, because I didn't hear what your response was at the time, did I happen to get the cloak already at this
Oh
point?
yeah, yes, you do have the cloak. You do have the cloak.
Okay. Can I have put it on the cart in preparation for this?
Yes.
Okay, because I want it like in a part of the cart that is like somewhat hidden, like in a box or something that wouldn't be as obvious,
Yeah.
so we could grab it later. Do we have the one cart and only the one cart, or are we gonna have a second cart that can actually like put the people in and
The
transport them
mercenaries
like
will
that
have
so they don't
their
have to march?
the mercenaries will have their own cart.
Okay, cool. Inside that case, I'm gonna look over at the whole squad here and go, "Are you all ready?"
You give a nod. Yes,
I would
sir.
say not waste time.
The mercenary turns around. You heard him, you lazy bunch. Let's get moving.
I'll wave for Frederick to get on, and I'll hop in the back of the cart.
Wait, do they for our mercenary band? Do we have carriages for them, or are they on?
They have their own cart that
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
traveling in.
I didn't know if we were being slowed down by them or not.
Nah.
No, we just established that you're good.
Great,
I
I
am a
zoned out at
merciful
something. I
god.
guess. Damn me and my research while I'm doing this. All right.
You will have to pay me for the other cart. I'm kidding. That is a joke.
Ah!
Oh, great. It's part of the war effort.
It's a tax write-off.
Exactly.
It's for business.
That. Wait a second. Let me switch back over to the route map for all of you. Does anyone have anything they'd like to do roleplay wise before you all set out?
Not before we set out, I would say, at least on my end.
While we're in the cart, I'll say,
Frederick, one thing. How old is the oldest person in your back in your village? How old were they?
Oh, well, that would be the chief. He was born about, like, I believe. I can't remember what the lifespan of a mongrel is. Wait a second.
Because we as players know that it's very short.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be so. The chief you all met when you were there. He's probably around 33 years old.
Oh,
I
that's
even remember he was like very haggard.
Oh, oh, still a long life ahead of him.
He's the oldest among us. Most of the elders are about that age.
Ah. How long do they usually get?
I've been told it's basically a curse for us. With all the strength and everything else we get from our unique features, we tend to have a relatively short amount of time in this world.
I see.
Yeah. No, I intend to make the most of the amount of time I have left.
That's a good way to think about it, yes.
It usually doesn't matter how long your life is, but what you do with it. There are many longer-lived races that I have seen and read about inside the family. But usually they're, as he smiles and chuckles a little, often shown up by those with much shorter lifespan. You truly learn to cherish it when time is a much more thin resource than others.
A shorter spark can burn just as bright, if not brighter.
But, regardless, he's gonna look over at Angel, because, so in my understanding, how the cart is currently, how we're all sitting in it is, Eloise is out in the front, right?
Yep.
Driving. And then in the back, we're kind of like sitting amongst a fuckload of boxes and like foodstuffs and whatnot, right? Kind of like crowded, sitting on top of them, like having armrests made of like sacks of grain and oranges and shit, you know. And we're kind of like uncomfortably, somewhat kind of like crowded in here. But with enough room to barely be in here. And from at least what I imagined from the last screen, right behind the driver's seat is Frederick crammed into one corner. Flumph across from them, right? With the most room, ironically. And then there's closer towards the back, is Wisteria and Angel, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Really, there's only upsides to being a small creature, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, every so often with the car ride, you do notice every so often, like, there's a lot more rocks on the road than you would expect, and every so often the cart does get bumped, but it's only specifically around where Angel is sitting.
Of course.
What road today?
At this
Yes.
rate, we're going to shatter a wheel or an axle.
So, I would like to believe that me and Angel have
Trying to
talked about this
swerve.
over the last couple of days, because we already had this plan to have this conversation days ago. James, I do believe that you and me are on the same page with this, correct?
Yeah, believe so. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So shortly into this cart ride, let me specify. I'm gonna look over at Angel. I'm gonna go, brother, could you, inside the box, no, not that one, the one underneath, move the sack over. Yes, that one. Open up that crate for me.
Dunk.
As you open it up, folded up underneath, I don't think is in the area where he could see because he's having to move things around, but you see is the cloak I've stashed away. And he's gonna go, yes, pull that out for me for a moment.
Yeah, he'll pull it out and hand it to you.
As he takes it, he's gonna look over at Frederick, and I have my hand covering the symbol right now. Like, it's kind of folded up into it a little bit, like across the side edge, because just the way the cloak folds together. But I'm trying on purpose to cover it up to kind of like add to the conversation before doing a reveal. Frederick should be able to notice, though, that this is his missing cloak that he could find this morning. He's gonna look over at Frederick and go, you have done quite a good amount of work over the last large battle. Obviously, nearly entirely losing your life, but standing against a foe that clearly was well beyond your capabilities. And even when you were given the option to retreat, even in your enfeebled state, you stood your ground, even to the face of death, and held firm with a hero's heart. Me and my brother specifically, we went through the effort to get your cloak repaired, as well as some new additions to it.
Oh, I thought it was destroyed in the battle. I didn't even know that you did that, sir.
No, pardon me for, stealing it temporarily, but worry not. It's fully repaired. But, well, you see, inside of our clan, as we've told you before, you remember our conversation back at the tavern, when I said that we, inside of our clan, go on a trial. Shortly after our training is mostly complete, at the very least, us being a special case. Where we have to face impossible odds, and once that training is done, we do the trial, and we face our test and succeed and pass it. We are able to go on our journey.
French kind of nods. Oh, as he's listening to you all explain this. Yeah.
Well, me and my brother have talked about it. And I know that you had planned, at the very least, to possibly come back with us and join the clan after your training was up to a satisfactory mark. You've been training for a small time, I will give you, and your skills have increased, I would say, even though I would probably say your training is not quite where it would ideally be, but ours wasn't either. And as the heir to the family, I have special jurisdiction in such cases. Bit of discretion that other members of our clan wouldn't have, per se. And with my brother being here as the other potential heir to the clan, a decision such as this could be easily pushed through without our father complaining too heavily, especially after the story we would tell them. So we would like to give you an option. In our eyes, Frederick, you've already passed your trial. You stood death in its face and refused to back down. You have fought and literally died for your cause. To save others and to fight evil. If you do not wish to take us up on this offer, we will buy you a new cloak. Fear not. But he unveils the cloak and shows his cloak now has the family crest on it. If you would like, you've already proven yourself worthy. If you would like, you may join the clan immediately and fight with our name. You've already shown your renown.
Frederick kind of looks a little stunned at you offering him the position. Or kind of see him reassure himself. I would be honored to do this. Be honored to join your clan.
Yes, here, give me 2 seconds. Let me just change his last name.
I was gonna say Alois can like hear from his spot, right?
Yeah,
yes.
the whole
Now,
park can hear this.
he's just gonna call back. Gotta say, Frederick Lumiere sounds like a very good name.
Slowly adopting the entire party into our clan.
Next goal is Bloom. You need some.
I'm gonna help him put the cloak on and clasp it down and everything. We'll say, wear it proudly, my
Don't worry.
clansman.
Don't worry, one day Floop will get those gains.
Mhm.
The muscle mage.
Bahamut, see to that.
One of these days, he will in fact get the gains.
But I look at him and go, now, as per tradition, I will go about teaching you our history over the next days. Mostly in private, but, that's neither here nor there. There's nothing against the other two of you. It's family practice. Regardless, though, you may now take our family name out and use it for good, as we have. And I would normally say, after your trial, that you must stay hidden until that you can prove yourself with exploits, but I mean, look at where we are. I don't think you can exactly make a name for yourself more than what you already have. And you've inspired countless men with your acts of heroism. I think a speedy expedus of procedure was well warranted at this point.
Well, yes, you definitely should have seen the crowd that you gathered around the medical tent of warriors.
He looks at Frederick, kind of gives Floop a look. What do you mean, crowd? I didn't hear anyone, though I was kind of out of it.
Oh, you wouldn't have heard. They were all very concerned for you, Frederick. As were we. And that's why, more than anything, we happy to have you with us on this journey.
I'm gonna put a hand on Ansel's shoulder. Brother, you know what this means now? Oh, I didn't even think about this. But now that he's part of the clan, he's gonna look over at Frederick as well. We must get you a wife. At some point during this journey.
Angel's eyes are gonna light up a little bit and go, indeed, or once we get home, potentially.
Wait, is that a requirement in your clan?
Well, I mean, not specifically, I mean, we don't discriminate, but,
No, I mean, is marriage a requirement in your clan?
he's gonna look confused. He's like, why wouldn't? I mean, you're not forced to, per se, but it's tradition.
I swear to God, I was about to say, if you were about to ask if marriage was some kind of food.
Oh,
I mean, you go out, you do these great deeds in service of the clan, spread our fame, and help as many people as you can. You find a worthy, strong woman, or whatever suits your fancy, I suppose. Adoption is completely within our culture. And you bring them home, ideally with as many children as you can muster.
oh.
That's how our clan spreads and propagates. Our branch families are very healthy.
Oh, well, I see.
Interesting.
Well,
I mean,
where I'm from, people are very individualistic.
a very close-knit family. Everyone supports each other. I mean, we wouldn't be world famous if it wasn't for how prolific we spread. I mean, of course, many die in the job. That's obvious, but ideally, we do try and create more than what we lose, and we mourn every single one that we do. But when you're fighting demons, it's about as dangerous as it gets.
Well, I guess I do understand that the idea of if you're going to die young, you might as well marry young.
I mean, I don't see the point in waiting. I mean, if you live a long life, you should cherish one another for as long as you can. I don't see the point in waiting. He seems really genuinely confused.
Well, where I'm from, people are more focused on their studies and and their passions, as opposed to each other. Romance, I'd say.
Not that it seems like those of Charlian aren't ones to fall for one another.
No, of course not. My parents obviously got together at some point. I mean, but they didn't have me until they were in their 40s.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, it wouldn't be unheard of even to have multiple wives. It's not common, per se. I mean, we do tend to attract very strong partners, but
But
it's
aren't
not unheard of.
Well, from what I understand, that's something that's more nobility, such as yourselves, and
looks towards Alois.
It's not as common in Ishgard. But it does happen, unfortunately. Though more often than not, it will be some nobleman siring a child out of wedlock with a housemaid or
He's
two.
gonna look really confused. Why wouldn't they just marry them then? I mean, if you love each other enough to have a child with them, what? These customs seem so strange to me.
Oh, see, no, the only reason that they had the child was because they were enjoying themselves too much because it was a secret.
Why did it have to be a secret?
Oh, because otherwise the house would be looked down on. Especially when it comes to
something to be cherished.
Especially when Ishgard wasn't as understanding of their own blood ties. There was a time when... There's still times now, even, where the nobility and the common folk were considered different. Where the nobility were of the four great houses, and only the nobility could rule. Only the nobility knew what was best for the people of Ishgard. And then that was all proven to be folly, because even those of the common blood, turns out they came from the same roots. The same 12 knights that started it all. Quite a spectacle it was when those of the noble houses had to realize they aren't as special as they thought they were.
Because I know that you're driving, you don't see the look of, like, utter befuddlement, like you've lost him entirely, as Flumph can only see what amounts to steam coming out of his ears, as he's just like, your customs are so strange to me. I don't see what this has to do with siring children to propagate your lineage. This seems such strange, convoluted nonsense to me.
I'm wondering if Angel understands it or if he's just there.
Angel has a fiance.
This is true.
Well, what I understand is that usually when they sire heirs, they usually only try to get one or two, as...
No,
the
it's not so much that, it's more that they keep to one partner.
Yes, that...
And
also
if they
the
don't...
children, depending on where it is, I hear the children fight each other, sometimes to the death, to get the inheritance and the titles.
He's gonna look at his brother. Why would they ever do that?
Just gonna
Would
shrug.
would Eloise and Poop be aware of the situation that happened in Ulda?
I don't.
If you're talking about the banquet,
The
Ploop,
framing
maybe-
of the warrior.
Ploop, probably not. He might have heard there's something happened in Ul'dah. He probably would never have heard the proper details because, he's not that into the politics of the other nations.
I mean, with whatever travels Alois has done, he would have at least realized, oh, hey, the breastplates are out more often, huh?
Yeah,
Whatever
so
happened to those crystal prey folk?
I think it's safe to say you'd be pretty aware, especially with the fact of who came to Ishgard as a refugee because of it.
Yeah. Let's just say that struggles for power struggles in and of themselves are very confusing. I don't understand half of them myself. I understand that they happen, but quite frankly, I could give less of a damn.
I mean, back where I come from, if there's a contest of who should rule, if there's any, disagreement with who should be running things, it usually boils down to a very large competition with either representatives or you doing it yourself, or, battles to submission, etc. I mean,
You come from Othod, yes?
I do believe so.
Yeah.
I do believe so.
Yeah, it's Othod over in the plains, yes. I have heard, isn't there a competition?
Oh yes.
Was it
Oh yes,
yearly?
it's massive. Yes, we win most years.
Yes, well,
But that's more for the overarching land. Back at home, though, our families are usually very united under our tradition. And there isn't usually a competition that needs to be held against the head family. Though it has happened, I believe, once or twice, but our family has not been dethroned since its conception. But I don't know necessarily if that's due to our family's passed down traditional techniques, or if that's necessarily because of their individual strength. Though the tales of our ancestors are quite renowned indeed.
yes. Well, from what it sounds like, from what you've told us of your home, you are nobility,
Putting air quotes around that.
but you are also, you don't really put much weight on that title, as opposed to a lot of other places do. You are
If
the
you-
heir, and you are traveling, fighting to the death in a foreign nation.
Yes,
Hello?
you'd have it no other way. There'd be no other way to prove yourself worthy of the position. If your exploits do not either match up or eclipse your parents, you could hardly show yourself back home.
It was similar in Ishgard, but it was more focused on proving yourself by slaying powerful Dravanians. Though those practices have been on the way out, considering the peace that we have made with that Ishgard has made with the dragons in recent years.
Yes.
But, I mean, as far as nobility is concerned, I've always chalked it up to less of a, title, I suppose, and more of a, of a position that one holds a large surmounting of responsibility. As the head of the family, I have to ensure the safety of all of those who reside underneath me. I must ensure that our family maintains their status and that we continue to survive, and as well as protect all of our lands. It is very important. But as far as am I personally worth more than any other member in our branch family, I wouldn't say so. We're all members of Clan Lumiere, regardless of our position, but at least they don't have to be burdened with the responsibility that we do. All they have to do is ensure that the funds keep coming in and that our capability of helping people is maintained. That is all.
Yes. It should not matter whether... It should not matter the circumstances of one's birth, whether or not they have the right to lead, the right to hold any kind of power.
Yes, they are. It's just that some people put a lot more weight on the title of nobility than others in some places. And losing that nobility is worth killing, and the chance to keep nobility as opposed to losing it is worth killing family over to some people.
Yes, thankfully it hasn't been as common of an occurrence in Ishgard, but it has happened. Some people would even go so far as to ensure that any child that is not theirs, that might have come from the same sire as their children, were taken care of, so that they wouldn't be in the way of their child.
Oh yes, like, what do you people call it? Boarding school?
No, I think he meant assassination.
Oh, that is horrible. Why would they do that?
Yes. Why would somebody do that to a child?
I mean, it seems like the politics of your nations are quite strange to me. If, for example, if my father, for example, hypothetically speaking, is cruel and unfair and whatnot, our people, as per our culture, would choose up a champion, likely, amongst themselves, amongst one of the leaders of the branch families, any number of them, really. But most people have a general level of respect that is well known. I could name like 6 different people off the top of my head. If my father turned mysteriously evil, who would challenge him, and most people would be backing them as well. They would challenge them, and assuming that they succeed, they would take their place, and if they fail, and no one else can possibly counter them, if worse comes to worse, we are an entire family of heavily trained warriors. They would just be ousted. And someone would be put in place that would be worthy. Though it's never happened before, but I would assume that's what would be the case. It would be what would be right.
Yes.
But then again, if I remember correctly, your lands are much more vast than ours are, normally.
Well, I'm actually from a very small nation. I'm a city-state, very isolated. Our ruling government is a parliament. We don't have nobility. We have elected officials who then take votes and make decisions based on majority.
Oh yes, we have a general council of a similar sort. Most of the leaders of the head families of the various branches will get together and for general bureaucratic daily doings will vote for the betterment of the entire clan. My father usually just is the, jurisdiction behind most of it. I guess he could exercise his powers to do anything above them, but usually never needs to happen.
As for Ishgard, well, it has taken quite some time. The stones are turning, and things are looking to be changing for the better. It's still a process like any other nation would have if they were to suddenly determine that their way of doing things was flawed from the beginning. Though that has not stopped some from attempting to ruin these efforts. There have been many a traditionalist, let's say, in Ishgard, that have tried and failed to bring things back to the way they were before the Warrior of Light stepped in and showed the lie behind Ishgard. There are quite many things that Ishgard is thankful for when it comes to the Warrior of Light.
I see. Well, regardless, Frederick, as we were saying, though, we will need to find you a mate at some point, a partner of some kind. I can't necessarily remember, because we were, vaguely drinking at the time. You're into women, right? No judgments here, obviously.
That's quite a question to ask right now.
Oh, it's pertinent. He's a young man, bristling with energy.
I was doing something while I was listening. Epsilon, you said you wanted to know Frederick's preferences?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Frederick's kind of squirming in his chair a little bit, face is red. Oh, well, I don't know, really. There wasn't really a lot of time for me to get interested in that kind of stuff in the caves.
Well, that's perfectly fine, Frederick. Some people never really feel anything towards others sometimes.
I forget, did we establish which of the brothers knew about this stuff their uncle got up to?
It was definitely Angel.
It was Angel.
Because I trained under our uncle. Was the canonical reason. Yeah.
You have a very different image of the man.
Yes, I do.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder. Fear not. You're a young man. You have plenty of time. As we go on our travels, as he waves his hand out towards the back of the carriage, he's gonna go, on our journey, we will find many, many towns bristling with young maidens and whatever else may suit your fancy. We'll find and I'll turn back to him, we'll find a strong companion for you, bristling with power and ideally martial preference of some kind.
Frederick
But
loves
then
him,
again-
you just kill him.
Then again, some families do prefer mages, or those that are inclined for the sciences, as he looks over at Bloom for a second. Whatever works, as long as they're incredibly skilled in something, I would say.
Wait, is that why you invited me back to teach?
Well, no. I would love to have your company, but it would help my family for sure.
I'll still come by to teach. Just maybe set up a school or something. Yes.
I mean, if you do need a wife, Bloom, we have very many.
Did you just say a waifu?
No, it's in
No.
wife.
He's
We
just
do
laughing
have-
too
We
hard.
do have many different servants or different members of the clan that haven't exactly left on their training yet. And don't worry, because they haven't left doesn't mean that they're underage or anything. It's just different levels of progression based on the individual.
I've never, I've been too busy to consider such things, and I've been, I've never.
Oh, look what you've done now. You flustered the professor.
Oh, you'll be a hit. I know the ladies of Clan Lumiere love someone with immaculate skills, and I haven't found someone smarter than you. That will definitely attract many of these bristly young, very fit women. Just imagining many very buff women who are powerful with swords and shit.
It's Sisters of Battle. No.
Oh, this makes sense. My mother's the one who wears the pants in the household.
That makes too much sense, Professor.
The Gree are a matriarchal society.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. I don't think anyone would mind.
What was
We're very accepting of other people's, coaches and whatnot.
That's what was the charisma check for?
Oh, he was thinking if he could think of anyone to pair the professor with. No one came to mind.
Flump's mom is a Gria, and the Gria are a matriarchal society.
Yeah, she's definitely the one on top.
Yeah.
So look back over at Frederick as he kind of like pats him on the shoulder. Don't worry, we'll be on the lookout in every city we venture to.
Well, seems like you're going to be spending a lot of nights out at the tavern.
Oh yes. It's unfortunate. As he looks over at Angel, since you already have a fiance back home, I was worried I'd have to go alone. As he looks over at Frederick, but I don't have to anymore, brother.
He's gonna let like a tired sigh. Because he's used to this from our uncle. He's used to this.
Oh, so do you? So you get to choose your fiance.
Oh yes, of course. It is my duty as heir to the clan. I mean, it's my duty in general as a member of the clan and across the board. But it's my duty to find, since my preferences are for women, to find the strongest woman I can find, and that I personally find attractive. Of course, that's the obvious, right? Find someone of strong character, strong martial ability, ideally someone who could even beat me in a fight, and sweep them off their feet, per se. And then bring them back home and have as many children as I can manage.
Oh. Well then, good luck to you. I guess the front lines is a great place to go looking for that.
You'd be surprised, but I figured it would take a couple of years. My brother here was quite lucky in his endeavors. His betrothed is a member of one of the branch families, and she is, as he looks over at Ansel, quite dashing, I'd say. He's a lucky man.
Radiant. You can't see what his face is under the helmet, but man has a shit-eating grin on his face. He is happy.
Sadly, I was too absorbed. Oh, go ahead.
Every day we're out here, I do miss her.
Oh, nod. You should write her letters at some point, whenever we get to a more, less campaign setting.
He nods a few times. Indeed.
But, once we've reached locations where I can go and scour various adventuring guilds and fighting pits and other general locations, I will find, or ideally, if I can find, a woman of great legend, ideally within our age group, but beggars can't be choosers. I'll do everything I can to prove myself to her.
Well,
This is not how I expected this session to go, but I'm loving the conversation. Like,
We
this
have a
went
lot
on
of
lot.
time.
I won't lie, this has gone on a lot longer than I expected, but I am liking this. I want you to roleplay. Plus, yeah, your characters. We also got some nice little world building, because I know Dark and PK, you're more aware of this world setting than Boss and Lich, so thank you for also using this to integrate some world building for them.
Yes,
See, that's why I have such a low intelligence score. It allows me to roleplay accurately.
exactly.
Yes. That's actually
I
kind of
do my best.
That's kind of why I'm happy you both kind of chose country bumpkins.
Wow, the road is sure is bumpy today.
Yes, this entire time there have been like an odd number of rocks on the road. At least you
I have been
noticed,
intermittently rolling to see if he notices. He has not.
at least you have noticed though that there are more like it's weird. You're hitting bumps, so you swear you do not see those rocks before you hit the bumps.
Okay, this is getting annoying. I definitely saw. There were no rocks there. What the? He's just getting more and more annoyed as it keeps happening.
What would you like to roll, DM, to see if I'm successfully rage baiting a god by just not noticing?
Perception.
Okay. I actually have perception.
You notice that you've noticed that there's been a lot more rocks in your life.
Yeah. it's a
For the
rocky
past
day.
week, yeah.
It's been a rocky month, yeah.
Ever since the battle where you stared at the dirt, you feel like there've been a lot more rocks in your life.
we'd have to check the axles and the wheels when we
Well.
stop for the night to make sure
Well,
they aren't beginning to crack and crumble under all these bumps that we're hitting.
You
Yes.
you
Let's
sure it
make sure
happened?
that- Oh.
Go ahead.
No.
Are you sure it happened during the battle? I've been time for a while.
You feel like your life now has been surrounded by rocks.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, there's been a lot of rocks in my life.
Professor, you know how to use mending magics, correct?
Yes, I can do I can at least maintain our wagon so it
Yes.
doesn't crumble, but this is
is
highly
highly
unusual.
unusual.
We should
Yes. I imagine Alice and the professor said it at like the same time. This is getting annoying.
This is the standard path, isn't it? They should be clearer than this.
Yes.
We are also heading in front of the rest of the troops, so naturally the path will be a bit more bumpy than if we were following
Yes, but
from
this
behind.
is different. This is very different.
Yes,
What are a couple of bumps when you have company such as these?
Okay, yes, however, if the cart ends up flipping over because one of the wheels breaks, that will be an unfortunate time for everyone.
oh, heaven
flipping.
forbid the axle. God, if the axle broke, that's
Oh gods, if the axle broke, it would be a nightmare.
If the axle broke, it'd be a simple thing. My brother
No.
would just lift it and you would fix it. I don't see what the problem is.
you don't mend an axle. You have to get a new one. A mended axle is a
We would
weakness.
have. Okay, to understand, we would need to chop down, say, that tree over there. He just points at a rotting tree somewhere,
Easy enough to do.
and make a brand new axle to the exact shape and size, and if anything goes wrong, we'd have to scrap that and make another new axle. Ad
Seems like a test that
nauseum.
only take a couple of hours. At worst.
Considering the luck we are having with these bumps in the road suddenly appearing beneath the cart, I'm not so sure.
While this is going on, Angel's gonna pray for our travel, and he's gonna pray to the what's called of Earth. Unknowingly. Just completely genuinely asking for safe travel.
Give me diplomacy.
You did this.
17?
Oh, okay.
He does not give a fuck.
Damn.
He is a petty god. Okay.
Shame.
He's lawful neutral, though.
You don't know which version of him I'm using.
You're using the one who's running a city-state in the desert.
Listen here, you little shit. No.
Titan Lost theme begins to play.
It just has good themes. But no, okay, okay. So, while this traveling's going on, in case anyone else has any more roleplay,
By the way, on the journey, I would like to tell stories of my father's journey. Tales of the previous generation to pass the time.
Would you like to share some with the audience?
I'll intermittently give stories from our uncle, then.
If
Well, yeah, because they traveled together.
Oh, you've made a terrible mistake. If we're filling stories, now Floop is going to actually start teaching you guys. Like,
Wait, Floop's teaching?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
about to say, give me a roll if
13! No nosebleed this time!
okay, no nosebleed. You understand a bit. Okay. I'm going to leave this up to the group as a whole. We are going to make this as a group vote for Ansel when it comes to Floof's lectures. If he passes 3 of them, should he get a bonus on his intelligence?
Oh, I was gonna say, every time I pass, can I get a +1 to a random ass knowledge skill?
yeah, I think you should
that'd be
learn
fun.
but be better at knowledge skills.
I think that'd be
Knowledge.
funnier.
Knowledge would be more
Fine
balanced.
with that.
I think that'd be more balanced.
Yeah.
Just do a random roll to decide which one you get a bonus in, so that way it's more chaotic for you.
Sure.
Yeah, Floop, if Floop is going to be talking about things, it's going to be whatever catches his mind in the instant. It's not going to be anything systematic.
He teaches you about trains.
He could. He does have the skills for it.
9.
There's 11, actually. There's background ones, too.
I rolled a D11.
Fair enough.
Starting on background and going to what's it called.
Oh, geography.
Well, I started on background.
Oh, you started on background.
Yeah. That's where I was when I started, when I started counting, so I'm starting from there.
Planes.
Oh. Neat.
Yes.
I have planes already. I have 2...
That's actually quite thematic, because if Floomf is teaching us a bit about planes, this is actually just, like, I'm telling a story, he jumps in and starts explaining to everyone else about what this monster is that I'm referencing, and then we just keep going back and forth.
From what we understand about the home plane, about the home of such creatures, and the natural environment that shaped them. Thanks to these creatures appearing in our dimension, we learn more about their home planes, without having to visit their harsh environments.
But these stories are gonna be like epics, basically. What they sound like fairy tale bullshit, but it's just stories of our father and our uncle going out and adventuring, going out there, like getting getting wind of like this powerful monster, or being requested help to destroy this powerful monster that's plaguing like a town or a village or up in a mountain somewhere, killing things or whatever. And it then they then go out and do this big wild goose chase, and then kill this giant monster in this very over-the-top fashion, with techniques that you have somewhat seen me do, and others you haven't seen me do yet. And other various things that my uncle doing that you'd expect Ainzel to be capable of, and just going in depth with describing these very vicious encounters, and then them coming out narrowly alive to great fame and acclaim.
Ainzel will also give the occasional story of our uncle's other stories.
Oh no!
Once in a marriage dispute, he drank 6 men under the table, all for the reward of being able to go on a moonlit walk with the beautiful barmaiden.
Is your uncle
And-
just bleeding rough?
And every time you give a story like this, I'm gonna simply wash it off as, "Oh, brother, you jest." Our uncle's a noble man. Oh, brother, you jest.
By the look in his eyes, you can tell he's heard far worse stories than this.
Alois can't even see it, but he can tell. Oh, it's gonna be one of these story chains.
It is also, because I mentioned this earlier, you can fully assume I intend to one-up every story that I have told you over the course of this long carriage ride. Which seems wildly improbable.
And yet
Because
he
of just
keeps
how
doing
over the
it.
top they are. But I seem quite certain I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the plan for the drive.
Alois is doing his absolute best not to be driven insane by all of these stories.
The funny thing is, none of these are fiction.
Yeah.
They're all true stories.
Truth is stranger than fiction sometimes.
Yep.
Your father's stories sound like those stories you always hear about the Warrior of Light.
Highly improbable, yet very, very much true.
Oh, my father barely eclipsed the renown of our grandfather. You should hear some of his tales. I'm a little less, fluent on some of those, but I've got a handful that are quite serious. I remember our father telling us when I was but a boy. Now, he was also known as the White... hold on, let me he was also known as the White Blade, but, that name held a different connotation back in the day. It was feared amongst the land, not to most people, but towards demons and the such. It was quite feared, quite fearsome. That was mostly because some of them got away, but that's besides the point. It only spread his legend. My father didn't nearly get as much fear to his name, mostly because many of the foes he fought never escaped.
Yes, they say the most fearsome ones are the ones you don't know.
He nods. His legend was mostly propagated by those he saved. Very few first-hand accounts. And, witnesses and such. Most of his legends were propagated by those that indirectly were saved. So his legends, if you were to ask, any local writers or bards that may still have his legend wouldn't be nearly as interesting as the ones I can tell you. I mean, if you came back to our monastery, we have a very large library with so many stories that have been cataloged from various journeys. Oh, you could spend all day there, learning the various teachings of various ancient masters and people who have returned from fighting the most evil of foes.
How often do you lot have requests to go places, or do most of your family's resources, or I guess jobs, come from those already traveling, arriving at places?
Both, I would say. We have quite a hefty selection coming in constantly. We have a very, very long list of orders. But ever since the World Wound has opened, it has been quite hard to meet many of the more meager demands. Many of our brethren have gone to the World Wound itself directly and are fighting there as we speak. Our home is a skeleton of what it used to be. People training still, very few old retired masters, heads of families and such. And just enough, employed various citizens to guard the place, I would say. Almost all of us are out adventuring and whatnot, doing what we can. Many of us have been sent a little earlier than what we would normally do as a result of the World Wound. That's what happened to us. But before the World Wound had opened, we used to get many requests constantly, but you were expected to take whatever you could as you were out and about, of course, since helping those that you could directly save are far more important than returning expeditiously. But we are permitted to hold a small amount of the profits from, the jobs and such to pay for gear, funds, traveling, and all that such. But we try and take the vast majority of those funds and bring them back to pay for, the housing, the various skilled laborers and merchants and skilled artisans and such that we employ, as well as to ensure the safety of those in our lands, to ensure that the weapons and armor that we use on various tasks end up being well maintained, and as well give our people as best supplies as we can manage out in those parts anyway. We do what we can. We make a good, hefty fortune, I would say. Most of that is given back to those that need it inside of our various branching families. And, of course, to pay for the many funerals that come along with this line of work.
Does your family only do the demon devil hunting, or do you also do long-term contracts like guarding or anything like that?
Occasionally, yes. We have some that are sent out when instead of having to go back repeatedly. We have been known to guard specific areas. If it is a infested set of grounds that keeps springing up no matter how much we go back, we have been known to. But I would say, generally speaking, we don't. But it hasn't been unheard of by any means. But it's far rarer than what our normal tasks are. But yes, this is mostly all that we do. And we don't charge much for it, reasonably. Quite often, it's whatever you can afford. We don't make much, really, in the grand scheme. If you look at what mercenaries or other various, adventurers make, we make a pittance, if I'm being honest with you. But we make enough, I would say.
I see. Oh, I actually remembered something else from back home. There were some outsiders that had started appearing in Charlie, and a bit before I'd left, and I'd heard some very interesting stories about them.
Is that so?
Yes, they were a race of beastmen called the Loborit.
One of the beast tribes?
Yes, but
Never
you
heard of-
wouldn't believe where they were from.
I've never heard of them before. Loborits. No,
Reminder
that doesn't ring a bell for me.
I would say reminder for Dark. The closest expert Charlene on them would be Urianje.
Yes.
Yeah.
With his long tails of, does that know?
Yes.
Yes, I heard from a scholar by the name Oriane before, when in passing, that I don't know if I believe it, but apparently they were from the moon.
I'm gonna give you a long squint. Surely.
Well, they were.
They planes.
I, for one, was quite surprised to hear it too, but the fellow was quite a reliable sort when it comes to information, but I couldn't believe that I couldn't fathom the idea of someone living there.
Moon. That means that it's hospitable? It'd be something we could... It's not like how Dalamud was an artificial creation, right? Gosh, I hope not. I don't want that falling on us.
Well, the moon's already fallen once.
Yes. Though I do hope that it doesn't mean that the moon, that our normal moon is a real celestial object and not another construct. I'd be concerned otherwise. We don't know where to go with this.
I'm just like you two
I-
lore dump. I'm like you two lore dump. And everything
I've never heard about this before, so I don't even know how to respond.
Oh, I need
Yeah,
to
no,
show
exactly.
before we I leave for the night, boss. I need to show you a video of the
Oh,
moon
no.
exploding.
Okay.
No. Oh yeah, no. He hasn't seen meteor fall. Yeah.
The moon's real? Actually, I think it's been confirmed that I do know what the moon is. Actually.
Yes, you do know
have
what the moon
some-
is.
You know what the moon is. You need to start writing down a notepad what Angel knows and doesn't know.
It's funnier just to vibe with it.
True.
Yes.
He knows what he knows. Oh, also, at the Kazoo roller earlier, he finally remembered. He knows now who to pair the professor with.
Oh no.
It clicked in his mind. He's like, he's not gonna say anything, but he has someone in mind to introduce the professor to.
That,
If he
that,
ever comes to their
that
home.
picture I posted is becoming more and more relevant. I sentenced you to death!
By snoozing him.
Does anyone else have any other roleplay stuff they want to go for tonight?
I don't.
I think we're tapped out.
Again, I'm just telling stories for the rest of the
Yeah.
I'm having fun, honestly. I'm enjoying you all telling stories because it's great character building, and I honestly don't want to do just combat. I want this channel time to be you all sharing stories so we can flesh out your characters for everyone. You all have written
Yes.
really good characters.
Oh, by the way, when we become legend, by the way, I will have a mighty, almighty 12 intelligence.
Damn.
I will say, if you all find a crown of intelligence, you're giving that to Angel.
I want a crown of charisma. Thank you very much. If you guys give me a crown of intelligence, do I switch the voice to be prim and proper? Why yes.
You will never beat the Goku allegation.
Hey, as someone who once played a character that spoke in Shakespearean English, try not to give yourself too difficult of a challenge in how you speak as a character.
I forgot about him.
Every time my fucking goblin-y boy shows up, I remember that fact.
Out of curiosity, do we even have anything left for today?
I had some stuff,
or
but
is it just doing this movement?
we're just gonna do the movement. I did have an encounter set up, but because of the time and because I have work tomorrow, I have to get up early.
No,
We had too much fun shooting this shit.
We had way
had-
too
I
much
guess.
fun, and this
You
was
all had
good.
way too much fun, and I wasn't gonna stop because of the fact like a lot of you got to share stories, and as well as the big thing with Frederick. I had that planned in, but I did not expect you all to start sharing stories afterwards.
We gotta get Frederick a girlfriend, man. A big buff orc of some kind, ideally, or
We have
some
two things
other
that-
large.
We do have
Large
some things
race.
we have something to talk about that after street, but that will be between a couple of us. But for now, I think because we're getting it's 11:30 and I do need to get to sleep soon. I think that's where we're going to call everything for the night.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and just gonna wrap up everything here.